In our prior video, we looked at how to create a new thickness out of an existing material. In this video, we'll take a look at how to create an entirely new material that isn't already in the database. So, for example, let's say we want to cut this part here out of some kryptonite that our customer is supplying to us. Of course, kryptonite's not going to show up in our standard material database. So what you'd normally do is you'd take the material out to your machine and you'd do a series of test cuts to try to determine what you see as being a Q5 or fastest cut down, or Q5 smoothest cut up to a Q1 fastest cut, and get these numbers to line up with what you found based on your test cuts. So on all these materials, you click onto a material to have a machinability number. If the machinability number is greater than 1, the material will cut faster than steel. If it's less than 1, then it'll cut slower than steel. So if after doing our test cuts on the kryptonite on the machine, we've determined that what we're going to call smoothest was around, let's say, 1.5 inches a minute, I can try to find a material that's similar, or at least look at the machinability of some of these other materials and try to get an idea where I need to be. So I'm going to need to be, if we're saying 1/2 inch kryptonite, 1/2 inch stainless steel, 2.75, so we're going to have a machinability of a bit less than 0.8. So what I can do is I can just, I've got my stainless steel highlighted, I'll just click on add material, it'll make a copy of that one that I had highlighted, and up here in the name box I'll just change that name, and we're going to keep it as 1/2 inch thick, and then I'm just going to adjust this machinability number and see what it's going to take to get it down to about 1.5 for the smoothest. So 0.6 still too fast. We're down to 0.7 with a 0, so we'll drop it down to 0.4. So you can just keep adjusting this number a little bit. So now we're a little bit too slow. We'll try 0.45, and there we're at about 1.45. So you could even tweak it a little bit more if you wanted to. So once you've got it how you like it, if you click on this locked button, then if somebody comes in here and changes something by mistake, then it's not going to change those numbers. So the locked button is good for materials like this that are new to the database. So then at this point you can also go through and do your other things on the material, like define your different leads and such. So that's the key thing, is adjusting that machinability number on the material to get it to be get the speeds to be where you want them to be. The nice thing about using this machinability number to get your feed rates honed in is that if you then have to cut a different thickness of the same material, so next month your customer comes to you now with a piece of 1 inch thick kryptonite, with this machinability number you can then highlight kryptonite, click on add material again, make a copy of that, and then you can just change your thickness to 1 inch, click on calculate, and it'll calculate those speeds appropriately based on that machinability number. So you can, of course, if you want, just manually type in numbers. The drawback of doing that is that if it's not based off the machinability, then when you go to make a copy of the material, it's not going to do the calculation properly. So try to use that machinability number if you can.